everybody, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're taking a look at Sagrada, the remastered version compared to the original one that came out in 2017. Now, this is really for those people who want to know the differences, and they're honestly very minor, so keep that in mind. If you already own Sagrada, there's no reason to run out and buy a new one, at least in my opinion, and you're not really missing on anything. But if you've never played Sagrada, I highly recommend you check out our review to see if you would enjoy it or not. Sagrada, the game about stained glass windows. Let's take a look at these two versions next to each other. So here's the new box, which is pretty much the exact same size as the original box. And you can see that the artwork is very different. This one really emphasized the stained glass. This one kind of emphasizes the light a little more. The boards themselves are very similar. These have these extra 3D areas in them that really don't mean anything at all. But again, if you look, the cards is the same size. So if you have expansions and cards, they'll be able to fit into these. And the back, this one, I think the new one wins clearly. It just looks cooler on the back of this one. At least I think so. The dice are almost so similar that I'm kind of afraid I don't want to mix these up. You will notice that they're darker blue and a darker green here compared to a lighter blue and a lighter green. And the red, this is kind of a more softer, genteel feel, but that's really the difference. And the cards are almost, again, exactly the same, to the point where I took the new one and put the old card in, and you see that it fits fine. Now, a fairly big change are the scoring and the tool cards. The size alone is much bigger, the more tarot size cards, and they just look better all around. These don't look bad necessarily until I compare with the new ones. I like just the colors in the corners, and same thing with the scoring cards. Here's shades of red, row variety, and again, this one just looks so much better than this one, and it's just easier to see, even when for the tool cards, when you're putting the tokens on them, they're just easier to see. It doesn't cover up any part of the card that's important. And then the tracks here, again, the new one looks better, and it's an easier one to move the pieces on than the old score track. Again, it has this very different pastel look to it. This is the biggest change for the game. You get these personal objective cards that each person secretly gets, and this just gives you a color that you'll get 3 points for having that color at the end of the game. It also comes with this winner card that you can hold and tag yourself. Anyway, but those are, as you can see, other than these personal objectives, the games are almost identical. Okay, so the Floodgate Games really wants to make it sure they're calling this remastered, and this is 2017. The differences are, as you saw, the personal objective cards. There's some color blindness issues that were changed. There's some textures in the cards in the back of the purples and the blues, so you can see them, tell them apart a little bit better. And the whole thing. They also changed the number of dice in the bag to match the way they did it when they released the 5 to 6 player expansion for the original one. It's really 6 of one, half dozen of the other. It wasn't like people were saying this Sagrada looked bad. It doesn't. And the new one also looks good. I personally prefer the new one a little bit more because I like this brightness of it. It's a little bit more cheery than this one, but it's very, very minor potatoes. The good news is if you have an expansion or those cards, extra cards, whatever, they all fit from one to the other. So it's not a big deal. But if you own Sagrada, again, I don't think you need to run out and buy the new one. But if you never have and you like dice placement games, this is definitely one to check out. So there you go, folks. Just kind of a little bit of a comparison between the two versions of Sagrada. I'm Tom Vasel, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another video from the Dice Tower. Hey, you want to learn more about us, communicate with us? We have a Facebook group, we have a Discord channel, lots of different ways to get involved with the Dice Tower. And you can find that in our Linktree link below. So just click that, it will take you and you can communicate with us on Facebook, join our Facebook groups. There's lots of cool things that you can find and become part of the Dice Tower. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Tom Vasel.